Yeah,
She
girl
was
has
sitting there
no
like,
hope.
if you see somebody proposing to you that you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with, and your response and your reaction is, "What the fuck?" You probably don't need to marry that person. Just say no.
It's okay to say no.
It is. You have a
Totally
choice,
fine.
boo boo.
You sure do. But yeah, so I mean, this happened to poor Jared, and he's like, I don't know what else to expect. I don't know what else to say. So I guess it's over. And then he just took off and left Mallory there just crying. And I guess I mean, this could be me just because I'm a native Mexican of the land of Mexico, or because I'm just like a fat dude. But and correct me if I'm wrong, EJ, but I feel like the biggest crime in this entire scene was that nobody touched their tacos.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
I feel bad.
I have no idea why nobody did. That's unacceptable.
I was like, that looks
I
really
would have
good.
at least took him back to the quarters with me. Like, I'm keeping these tacos though.
Dude, I don't think you got time to eat when you're sad. Actually, no, that's a good time to eat when you're like, she said no.
Yeah, well, at least I like I ain't got a wife, but I got some tacos, right? Tacos fix everything.
You got something. Got
Yep.
something.
Yep. Got a nosebleed, eat a taco, right?
Yeah, so they both, she obviously she stops crying, goes back to the quarters. Ayana sees her and she's like, "Are you good, girl?" And she's like, "I'm good. Just I need some privacy right now." She's like, "All
Yeah.
right, well, if you
Shout
need
out to
time."
Ayana. Ayana was like, "Look, what's good? Do you think she wanted to know what happened with her and Jail Bear?"
Yes and no. I say yes because I think like just like for the drama, for
Uh
making
huh.
good TV, but I say no because she doesn't have the drama wanting personality. She looks
I
like the type of
mean,
person that walks away from it.
a little bit. She seems like very happy and bubbly. Like her spirit is delightful.
Mhm,
Ayana's is. You know what I
mhm.
mean? But yeah, it was. I think it was really nice of her to do. Or do you think she was just trying to be nosy? Do you think
No,
she was
I
being
think
nice or nosy
I
right
think she
there?
was being nice. I think she was being
Yeah.
nice. Let me ask
All
you
right.
this.
Huh.
If you were to be paired up with somebody in the pot, who do you think you would have gone with? Closing your eyes, listening to them, talking to them, who do you think you would go out with?
Um. Hmm. Probably Ayana. She's a goofball. You
I
know what I mean?
I think I would have gone along with Ayana too.
Yeah. See.
Mhm.
And then old Jared don't know what the hell he want.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, look, you should have picked Ayana, dude. Ayana, I think she's a great look for you.
Mhm.
You should have asked her that question.
So then, EJ, get
So
ready for
then,
this. Then the boys gather around Jared, and they're like, "Hey, man, like, are you good?" Because he's crying, right? And he's like shedding a lot. He's got a towel with him. That's how much he's crying.
yeah, he was hurt. Like he ain't just wiping tears. He would need a tissue. He need a towel.
Yeah, that's how much he was crying, dude. This is how
Drowning
he
in
hurt.
my tears.
He's like this, just patting his face with a towel to wipe those tears, like he's sweating.
But you got to think about this too, bro. He said like right before he went in there and got shut down.
Mhm.
Right before he went in there and got shut down, he was like, "I can see my 50th anniversary with her."
People set high expectations for other people, you know, and then when they don't meet him, they get upset. You just gotta go in there with a mentality. Hey, they're a different person. They got different thoughts. They're gonna do what they're gonna do,
So
just
how
like
did you
I'm gonna
feel?
do.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: how'd you feel about Joey's advice?
What was his advice?
His advice was, look, I know that you're into Ayana, and Ayana's into you as well. You should explore that.
Which he could have.
But I mean, after like, look, there should be a rule. Like if you swing and miss, you're out. Like just one swing and a miss. How you gonna propose to more than one woman? Well, I mean, technically, he didn't propose to
Well,
Mallory, right?
that's what I said, EJ. Remember when I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
the way that he phrased it was key to this moment?
yeah.
What would you say if I asked you to marry me? He didn't say, would you marry me? He said, what would you do?
Ah,
So there, Mallory would should have been like, I don't know. I'd probably say no instead of being like, definitely not.
oh, do you think this was Jared being smart?
He was trying to play it smart.
Yeah, this was kind of like, all right, look, I can only use this once.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, if I use it on you, am I gonna waste it?
Hmm.
Do you think that's what it was? Because I can't imagine they let you propose to everybody.
Well, no, what you just said,
Yeah.
absolutely correct. That's exactly what it's trying to figure out. It's like if I spend my one proposal on you, what would you do? And she was like, "Oh hell no, no, fuck no, we're
Well,
not
she
doing
say
that."
like hell no, fuck no.
Well, I mean, she should have said, maybe not right now. Instead of going and like, oh my god, he's proposing to me. Like he wasn't proposing to you. He was just saying, hey, what would you do? It was a would you, yeah, would you game? Would you say yes?
Yeah.
A
I'm
probability game. Is that what it's called?
yeah, probability game. Yeah, what's the probability that you would say yes if I were to ask you hypothetically to marry me?
Right. Like let's flirt with that with the idea of what it would what would happen.
Yeah.
Instead, she just went full on rejection mode.
Yeah, that happened. That did happen. I mean, it wasn't full on though. It was
It was full on rejection because
like you're amazing and you know, I
a man doesn't cry like that because he got kind of rejected, EJ. He got full rejection. And not
all
only
right.
that, but
Okay.
he also tells the boys, hey, because they ask him, it's like, what happened? And he goes, well, turns out she's in love with somebody else. And at that point, dude, I saw Sal going like this, right? With drink in the mouth, right? And he throws like a little smirk. He's like,
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I think he was very classy about it.
Jen and I rewinded it several times.
Mhm.
There was a little smile. And listen, I don't blame the guy. I don't blame him. He just beat Jared, the ultimate alpha male in that house. He just beat him by being a sensitive guy, by
Yeah.
singing his fucking song and everything. Dude, he just beat him. It's okay to smile. And he hit it right away. Like he was like, oh, she's in love with somebody else. Teehee. Ooh, don't let the camera see you.
Man, shout out to Salvador, man. I like that dude, and I really hope the best for that guy. I really do.
We all want to
He's a
fucking
good dude,
marry him.
man. Yeah, it is. It's just, I mean, it's a lot of people you don't see, like with, especially on reality shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because that's what we do. Like that's what I want my podcast is. It's fucking reality shows.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have all of these people that are doing shady shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have all of these people that are just, not thinking about anybody but themselves, just shit people. And then you got this one who is like the walking moral compass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I'm happy to see him win.
Sal's a good dude.
Yeah. All right, I'm
So
gonna stop kissing Sal's ass now.
no, no, it's all right. We're all trying to marry Sal now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and cut to the first meeting between Shane and Natalie. You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So they're both super nervous, right? And she makes sure she's pretty and the ring is pretty, and they post up in front of the sliding doors, ready to do this. And he says he loves Natalie, and at this point, he don't give a fuck what she look like. He loves her. Okay. But
But
he
but
does have one limit, one thing that's not gonna fly with him. Check this out.
If she was missing a tooth, then I don't know. I'd probably have to run the other way. But like, you wouldn't. Oh my god. You know you would run too. Like a missing tooth. Come on. I spent thousands on my teeth. It's like, I have limits. Then a missing front tooth is a limit for me. I can't do it.
He can't do it.
It's like I spend thousands on my Gary Buses, so I can't do it. I can't.
Gotta have some teeth.
I just can't do it.
Yeah, man. And yeah, he was showing off his $1,000 teeth or whatever. And then they post up in front of the doors swing open, and they go towards each other, and they both love what they see, right?
Oh shit! Yeah.
And he says he needs to hurry up and get the fuck over there and kiss her before he sweats on her face. Right? And they share a kiss that seemed very genuine. And he gets down on a knee. He proposes again. She says yes again. She gets on the talking head, tell him he's hot as F.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And she says now our focus is on the next chapter. You know, how they work as a couple. And you seen she kind of seemed worried about him meeting her parents, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be tough, dude. Because well, I don't know if she's Chinese or Korean, but normally Asian parents are very tough. And I also, like, when I say Asian, I mean like Asian descent and also Indian parents. They're very, very like tough. I mean, we got to see it with Jenny and Sumit.
Yeah, man.
Well, also, it didn't help that Jenny was like fucking 100 years old and Sumit was 35.
Oh yeah.
That would definitely bring some issues, but they're very, very strict, and they won't settle for like anything less than a fucking doctor or a lawyer.
Oh, absolutely not. And this is just some dudes, because he's just known for saying stupid shit, right? And you know he'll get in front of her strict parents, who probably spent umpteen amounts of thousands of dollars on her education for her to marry this dope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing. And then she's like, all right, well, I love how I feel right now, which means there's going to be a problem.
Yeah. Delilah's in the house. Just want to let you know, EJ.
What up, baby?
And she says she's asking, oh my God, he spent thousands of dollars on those teeth.
Those aren't bad teeth.
Dude, they're fucking noticeable. I'll say that much. They're very noticeable. Yeah, like I feel like if I was to get new teeth, I would get like the straight version of what I currently have. Like what would happen if I was to straighten out my teeth? Like those are the teeth I want, not some fucking toilet seat. Like it's just those things are fucking bad. They're too big.
Yeah, dude, those are fancy teeth. Those are like white picket fence teeth right there.
They look dumb. They look dumb.
Agreed. They do. So then we go back to Jared after his really big punch to the gut. And he says that, you know, he's been going back and forth. He could see himself proposing to Ayana too. Mm-hmm. He said too, which means he actually treated that last one as a proposal.
Oh,
but
boy.
The loophole made it okay for him to do this.
The loophole. It's always a loophole.
And then he heads into the pod, gathering his thoughts on how this conversation needs to go with Ayana. They say their hellos, and he just gets right into it. He talks to her about how he asked Mallory. Here's what I said to her. I didn't propose, but I just want you to know what was going on. I asked her, if I was to propose to you, what would you say? I did not propose to her. You know, and then he goes into, you know, how he sees a connection with her too, and he thinks that he sees a future with her, and she's pissed at this point. She's mad.
But wouldn't you think that she would get more mad if he was to tell her, "Hey, I haven't asked anybody yet. Would you want to marry me?" And she said yes, and then goes back to the pod and sees Mallory, and Mallory goes, "He tried to propose to me too." Like, which one do you think would have gotten her more heated?
Probably. I mean, he tried to propose to me too. One would probably get her more pissed. I mean, there was no way around it, and you know, and she even said, she's like, "Yo, I feel like I'm the second choice." You know what I mean? I'm 1B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, she is the second choice. But remember, I think I said on the first or last episode, in this kind of situations, you can't be mad at the fact that you are the second, because you got to look at the situation and like what's going on right now. You're in a pod talking to well, you're in different pods talking to different people. You're not just in one pod talking to one person. You're talking to several people. So you are bound to be somebody's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. So
But after number one, like Delilah said, it's a lose-lose situation, right?
it it can be, yes, but you can't get upset at being at the situation. Like it is what it is.
Bruh, look, let me explain something to you. Regardless of what this experiment is, okay, we see what it is. The thing is, they want to go in there and find somebody that looks at them like they are the only girl in the world, right? Which is
I,
how a wife, fiance, et cetera, is supposed to feel.
Mhm.
Now, when somebody comes to you and says, okay, there's only two girls in the world and you're one of them, it cheapens the feeling of it a little bit. I get that. Do you not agree?
I do. I do. I do agree with you, but I'm just saying this is just what it is. Like you're gonna be somebody's second. You know, Kyle was somebody's second, and he fucking proposed. He just did
Yeah, he
not
was a
care.
bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if she loved Jesus. I don't even think no Jesus exists, but I love her.
This
Right?
fucking dummy doesn't believe in evolution, whatever. Married. So I'm just saying
You
you
know
can't
what?
get upset. You can't get upset. This is not the place to get upset. Just be happy you found the right person. And that and this is not like oh, we've been dating for years and now all of a sudden you want to go with the what could have been person. You know, like just because they rejected you, like, and now you're with me. No, this is just like, oh shit, like now you're with me, and now we go from here. Yeah, that's all I got for that. I ran out of fucking gas. I was
I
like,
know. I was waiting for you, man. I was rooting for you. I was like, come on, Meg, you got this, right?
yeah,
Couple more feet, you're right there.
I
And
was
then
right
like,
there. Yeah.
yeah. So next we see Salvador. He's walking up the hall to the pod, talking about how he didn't expect to find someone like Mallory. And you know what this is about to be.
Yeah.
You already know, especially since he done got to news that he won,
hmm
right?
hmm
Salvador won. So he knows he's going down there to get his lady,
Hell yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he feels like he found his best friend and he's in love with her and he feels like it's time to do what he has to do. And they both meet in the pod. And I have a proposal for you to grade now. Ready, set, go.
hmm
I know that you will take nothing more than my best. And I love how you bring out my most thoughtful, my most vulnerable version, because you deserve nothing less. You deserve that. You literally have like my best in your hands right now. And falling in love with you has changed me as a person. Mallory, will you marry me?
We're just two peas in a pod. Would you marry me, Mallory?
Stop it. It was beautiful. And you put your ugly singing on behind that. Don't do
I
that.
did. I
Shout
did.
out to Salvador. See, do you see the difference in that one? And you know how conveniently it was that they put Shane's right before it?
Well, Shane, like listening to it is completely different than actually watching it. That's the funny part about this too. Listening to it, I feel like he was just like jumping up and down on a couch, scratching his nuts with one hand, when the other hand scratching his his head, going ooga booga. Would you marry me? And then you hear Sal going like, "You are the world to me. We talk about feelings and emotions, and I think you're great and wonderful." And it's just like such a heartfelt thing. And then watching it was like it hit different. So I gotta give Sal a 9 out of 10, a 9.9 out of 10.
I'll give him a 9. I'll give
Really?
him a 9. I'll give him a 9.
Okay.
And reason being, like, I'm sure, like, I didn't hear it and be like, oh, he murdered it. But it was very good. You know how, like, somebody, like when you see a comedian, they go up there and they have a good set, and then you have that comedian that goes up there and fucking levels
Dude,
the fucking place.
Nick's
Right.
proposal was the greatest.
It was pretty solid.
Danielle, there is a notebook. Open it up. You see the first page? That's us meeting. And then you see the next page, it's empty. And if you scroll through it, it's empty because we're about to create some memories. I was like, stop the bus and stop the fucking bus again.
You would have
That
married him
shit,
too?
that shit was dope. Yeah, I would have married that dude. Are you kidding me? That was great.
Yeah, y'all to have the same pair of shoes. That'd be cute.
That
Y'all
would
be
have been
twinning.
cute. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, so
And
yeah.
she says yes. Okay. She says yes because this is what she was holding out for. Mallory says yes. Her and Salvador are engaged. Right. And he does a smart thing once again because he's a smart dude who does what he's supposed to do. He makes a plan for the first meeting. When I first meet you, can I kiss you?
Mhm.
And she was like, of course you can. See, now there's no weirdness that needs to happen like everybody else is doing. It's like, look, when I see you, like Shake did, we'll get to that in a minute, but it was the same thing. It
You're
was,
so excited for Shake.
oh my God, I kind of am. Right. But it's one of those things he made a plan before. Like, I'm gonna kiss you when I see you. That cool? Yeah, that's cool. That's the way to do it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we keep it moving. First meeting between Kyle
Wait,
and
no, we
Shake.
did see Shake proposing.
Huh?
We did see Shake proposing. Because he was even like at the end of the episode, he was, I'm okay with that. And I was like, douchebag.
Oh yeah,
And he grabbed her butt.
Yeah, he did. All right, we've been cranking through these so fast.
Dude, it's just so much going on. And this is only the third episode.
All right, give us a fucking break, bro. Like,
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, we did talk about that. All right, so yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Make a plan before you do it.
Hell yeah. I 100% agree. I even said that too. Like, this is what I would have been like. This is what we're going to do. We're going to talk a little bit, and then we're going to go back to our pods and I guess lock ourselves in a room until everybody's paired up. I don't know.
Maybe.
But EJ, speaking about meetings, let's go with the next meetup is between Mark and Jessica. I mean, Kyle and Shayna, right?
Okay.
She
More or less. Yeah, I get what you got. I did get what you did there.
She's still talking about how she loves Shane and is only using Kyle to continue on to be to continue to pretty much stay on the show and meet Shane later on with all the couples meet each other, or something like that, something along those lines, I think. Then we see that Kyle actually grew his beard a little bit, so he probably listened to Hasif's advice that he was given to Salvador, and Kyle was like, "Oh shit, maybe I should grow a beard too." And because he wants to be fully confident, and when he meets her, because he really thinks that this is going to work out. Meanwhile, the rest of us are like, "Oh fuck, here we go, new pandemic."
You want to do that?
New
It's like
pandemic coming right up.
It's like when like black people go watch horror movies, like, run, bitch, he gonna kill you. Right? It's like, don't go in there, don't open that door.
It was pretty bad. It really was.
But and you know what? Like, even with him, he seems like a nice enough guy. Seems like a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
He makes jokes. He actually gives a shit about the other person, and I don't know. It's just you're wasting your one proposal on Shayna, who is very lukewarm on you.
Very, very lukewarm.
Yeah, she just said, "Look, religion's important to me." It's like, I'm an atheist, and you'll never change my mind. Will you marry me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, like that probably wasn't the route you wanted to go. I think he was just sick of dating. Probably. He was like, all right. He just stopped. He was like, all right, Shayna's the one I like the most. Let's just go with that one.
Yeah.
Right.
So they get in position, they open the doors. She sees him, he smiles, they walk towards each other. He goes for the kiss. She's like, What? We didn't agree to the fucking kiss. And she does one of those, like, ooh, I guess we're kissing. And,
Mm-hmm.
and then they ask him, it's like, what do you think? And he goes, dude, she's fucking way out of my league. And she's like, you're good looking.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell already it wasn't about to be a good thing. And then you saw the point where she brought this whole happy moment that Kyle thought he was having to a screeching halt. Right? Here's what she said. Listen.
Now what?
This engagement. I'm like scared that like given our like differences and everything, if it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. That's going to be a problem. It's a problem now. It was a problem when y'all had the conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
Why are y'all engaged now?
But it's like, you're willing to try though, right? She's like, I'm 50-50.
It's like, maybe, I don't know.
Shit.
You think she finds this dude attractive?
No.
No, not even a little bit?
No.
Maybe.
She does tell him, hey, you know what? No, he tells her, it's like, listen, we're gonna have to make an effort and have some hope. So yeah, buckle up, Buttercup, because this is gonna be a good one. After that, they split, they go back to their different quarters, and things did not go well for this one, EJ.
No, and it's not going to. I can't imagine. Like any scenario. I don't know. You think maybe she'll have a change of heart?
No.
Maybe.
I think this one is one of those things where you're like, nope, she doesn't want to be in this anymore. You know who she reminds me of? Alyssa from Married at First Sight.
Don't do that.
Where she's like,
no,
the experts made a mistake. It's not you, it's the experts. Except that this one is like, no, you did say yes when you should have said no. This was your fault. This is all you.
All right, I dislike Shayna way less than I dislike Alyssa.
Really?
Yeah, I don't hate her.
Yet.
I don't hate her. Yeah, I mean, because what it is, she's indecisive. That happens. She's just fucking indecisive. Now, that's not a crime. Okay, and that's not like a sin against humanity or anything like what Alyssa is doing to Chris on Married at First Sight. Go watch that if you don't already, because we recapped that one too. But I don't think it's the same, because she's just being a horrible person. She's not being, Shayna's not being a horrible person. She's just being indecisive. She's just not being definite about what she wants. Which, I mean, isn't good, but it isn't like it isn't something to hate somebody for. I guarantee you she's one of those people that always had issues like making a decision about something. I know people like that.
Yeah.
Paralysis by analysis. I talk about it all the time. When you just sit there so long and debate something and then just don't do shit. Yeah. And yeah, she did pull back on the kiss. So yeah, Delilah, you are correct. That did happen. I don't know. I just think maybe there's a chance. I'm gonna go with maybe. Once again, I'm gonna be a dreamer. Okay.
Okay. Well,
I'm trying to stand for
save your predictions for when we meet all the couples when they're all paired up. Because then we're gonna make predictions.
Which we probably got to do after this episode, huh?
But yeah, probably actually.
All right, damn. Okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, you want to go ahead and handle the Jared Ayana moment?
Well, of course, baby boy. But before we go into that, I just want to say thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on the live. We did almost half hour, which is awesome. Fucking beautiful. So there is more on the Patreon side. So make sure you join us. It's only $1. So for everybody watching right now and everybody watching in the future, thank you so much for joining us. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Rate us 5 stars on Instagram. Oh yeah, follow us on Instagram too. But give us 5 stars on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts, and continue to support the show. Whether you listen, download, or just watch the lives. We thank you very much, and we appreciate you.
And kisses for your foreheads. Or if you
Yeah.
don't like kisses for your foreheads, high fives for your foreheads. We got you.
Yes. And handshakes for your foreheads and everything else. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon. And for everybody listening right now, we're about to move on to Jared and his second option. I mean, Ayana, I'm sorry.